Vaping, a recent unhealthy fad, a harmful addiction, a misconception targeting the minds of the uneducated. All of these seem to be true. While for some, vaping may be a tool to quit smoking, it doesn't work for many because it's an unhealthy fad which promotes more use, leads to cancers different than from what traditional smokers would be diagnosed with, and more positive effects come from quitting cold turkey rather than vaping to quit smoking. Today we will learn what vaping is, a recent study proven that vaping does cause cancer, and other causes that vaping wreaks on people, and the benefits of quitting, and some other harmful effects that are not so cancerous. According to Vaping Daily, vaping is the action of inhaling a vapor product or by an electronic cigarette or similar device. When the vapor enters your lungs, nicotine is then spread through the lungs and then released to the whole body. It gives you a release of a high that you feel, which makes it addicting, and it also gives you the effects that nicotine has on the body, which makes you feel less stressed and feel more alert. To vape, you buy vape juice, and it contains different levels of nicotine, anywhere from no nicotine to I've seen as high as 50 milligrams per milliliter. And that means that you, in a normal smoker's life, you would consume 6 milligrams per milliliter of nicotine in half a pack or so a day of smoking. And most people can consume 50 milligrams per milliliter in 1 day of vaping. This not only gives them a good high, but it becomes addicting to inhale and try to inhale as much nicotine as you can because it gets harder to do. According to medicalnewstoday.com, there is a new study that has proven that vaping does increase the risk of cancer and heart disease. The thing about vaping is that if you vape to smoke and try to quit, you're subjecting yourself to different substances, so that cancers that you would normally get from smoking, you're getting different cancers from vaping because of the different things that they put in the vape juice or in the vape itself. In this study done by Medical News Today, they did research over 10 years on mice, and it proved that there was DNA damage in lungs, bladders, and the hearts of the mice, and that increased the risk of cancer and heart disease as well. People rely on vaping to help them quit smoking, yet this method is not proven, and it is not yet backed by the FDA to show that it is a quit smoking aid. Now that we have learned the risk of cancer and heart disease, we can talk about the benefits of quitting and some harmful effects of vaping. According to Vaping Daily, vaping juice has diacetyl, which causes popcorn lung, which is a serious disease that makes your lungs inflate to the point that they are extremely diseased and it's hard to get rid of, or it doesn't get rid of at all. It still has lower levels. It still has nicotine in it, so even with the efforts of quitting, you're still putting levels or lower levels of nicotine in your body. It can also lead to things like dry mouth, insomnia, dizziness, and dry skin. Some people are also uncomfortable being around the vapor because it is becoming a more common thing, but is still very uncommon with being out in public. Today we have learned what vaping is, the cancerous effects that you choose to put in your body when you decide to vape, and we learned all about the improvements that are made in your life when you choose to quit vaping. Ultimately, anytime you're putting something foreign into your body, you're choosing to knowingly harm yourself and your body, and will feel the effects of that sometimes for the rest of your life. Thank you.